Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the HMS Queen Victoria! I am currently squirreled away in a safe location, yes. But you can use this painting to imagine my handsome visage as I keep you safe from afar. Yes, far afar. Yes, regardless, though, of where I am, we need to get back to my island in the channel. But there are some problems. The ship is not in great shape, and I'm pretty sure some Zeds are already on board. But with your help, we should nip it all in the bud. Ready, lads and lasses? Then let's carry on! Well played! Pod is open! Time for commerce! Well played! Not a mark on you!
Getting free cam on this map's really good, actually. There's a lot of nice detail to look at this ship. They did a really nice job on this map. I'm gonna have to save. There's a lot of interesting traps. You got the slicer thing. Then you got this where this guy, if he doesn't get out of there in a second, is going to get trapped in, and yeah. Apparently he didn't know what was going to happen. But yes, you can trap other Zeds in there and get them a little toasty.
Like I said, we have some maintenance issues. I've been powering up the ship's systems, but some bits and bobs have blown out in the process. I'll call them out, and you fix them with your, welder. Sizzle, sizzle. Chop, chop, my boy, chop, chop. Aha! The dynamic proto-culture flow valve is looking iffy. Stabilize it before it blows. Oh, it could get burned.
Go, go, go.
Dinoworms and infracells are dropping the output to the mega thrusters. You know what that means? Get on it, lads! work, lads. The Jeffries tube compressors are seeing a big dip in efficiency. Oh, get over there and sort them out. Yes, they're different, each one. Just mess with it.
Are we stocked with ammo?
Lovely job. All systems good as new. Yes, like a fresh little baby. Good work keeping each other alive, ladies and gents.
Only on Xbox. Killing Floor 2? Now, Killing Floor 2's on Xbox, PS4, and PC. Okay, I want my split of guns. So that's... very strange, dude. But no, Killing Floor 2's on Xbox, PS4, and PC. So whatever's your cup of tea. Like I said, I can't use a keyboard and mouse when it comes to first-person shooters. I don't know, I never get used to it. Like, something more slow pace, in most cases, like Original Half-Life and that. But chaotic shit like this, Left 4 Dead. I have Left 4 Dead 2 on PC. It was from like Christmas where they gave it for free. And it is just really chaotic to me. When do robots worry about their heads exploding? But yeah, for PC, like, I prefer like strategy, strategic, item management type games. First person, not my cup of tea on PC. Stop blocking your head and die! How you doing today?
Don't let up now,
Anything
lads.
exciting in
You're
the
free and clear.
Hitherlands, the Highlands, the Netherlands?
Need I kill you twice?
That Barney's over, lads. Get ready for the next one. It's coming.
Laser pointing. There we go. But yeah, I figured I'd play a little Killing Floor 2 to kind of wake up a little bit and let people join the stream, and then we'll do some Persona 5. If you're after you'd. You mean like stopped playing it altogether, or just stopped playing it for today? You know,
Look alive, lads. The nasties are moving up towards the main deck. I need you to keep it clear. I suggest using, violence. Yes.
Violence it is. Well, I would imagine if you played it so much like you all been, you'd get born out on it. Give him some time. Maybe he'll get back on it.
You need to repel this assault.
You all have been playing it quite a lot, so I would imagine you've all just got way born out on it.
That's just the beginning, lads. Don't get cocky. We cannot yet pull back the curtain.
Ooh.
Well, it looks like we're halfway through. But who can tell with these fuckers? Now, where's my lunch?
They're gonna actually drop zombies? It does. They get dropped in.
Rah, rah! You're making progress! Just keep up with the killing! Yes, that would work at the swamp.
It looks like the robots are based on the undead unit that shoots the little missiles.
Nearly like the last of them, ladies and gents.
Because their animation when they shoot is very similar to them.
These deads won't shoot themselves! Now get back to the main deck! Why are some of you running away? Area remains fairly secure, then. Could be worse, could be better! Is that confusing for you?
Really? That's kind of strange that you would know that. Oh, you mean the dude from Oblivion? Like he did the online the crazy fucker with all the Q-like powers. You talking about that dude? Now you mention it, I think it's been a while since I talked to that guy in Elder Scrolls Online. I think you're right. Okay. Still need some more money. Yeah, I don't think I've done the full quest of that particular one yet. I've done some of it. I need to get back to Elder Scrolls Online. I got Morrowind, the storyline with him. And then they got the Shimmering Owls now. Woo! Wait, flaming fireballs! Oh deal. Oh no, I do not need enemies stuck behind me with that thing following me. He's gonna go berserk and stop fucking me. those.
Some make Traitor Pod will open soon.
Thank you. The scaling, I don't think the scaling was as much of it. Like, there was a up and down to the scaling. The positive was that everyone could literally party with each other and do anything. That was the positive, and I think that was...
If you think you could kill more Skrakes like that, maybe we can catch some and make a show of it.
And I think that's the main reason they did it. But of course, the negatives are when you go do old quests. Well, there's again positive and negatives. You get appropriate rewards and experience and such, even if you do older quests. But again, you know, you don't want to like take 5 minutes. Like, it kind of sucks going to an old quest and then, you know, it takes 20-30 minutes to do it, even though it should be really fast. So it's mixed, but I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world to play. It's just for MMO, it's not. See, no feeling I'm making progress for me. Yeah.
This ship's core set, the engines purring, all sorts of aeronautical stuff beyond your pay grade. And to do that, I need some systems what? Repair. I call them out, and you do the welding. Sizzle, sizzle with the fire stuff. Okay, up to it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That's the huge negative, is going back to older areas. Like, it's like, oh look, this thing from this crab from the beginning of the game still handing my ass to me. You lose that aspect. So if you really like that aspect, yes. And yeah, for the most part, that is annoying to me. But there are a few occasions that it's kind of like, oh, I'm glad this part kind of skipped. Like for the, I think what they should have did is made it with the dungeons, not the entire world. Because I mean, like, practically, aside from Wade, world boss, like, okay, maybe make the world bosses and shit, maybe. But I mean, like, just the regular quests and that, it's like, you don't even have to play those with people, and most people don't even do them with each other unless, you know, you actually know each other. You don't, strangers don't fucking team up for quests and shit in Elder Scrolls. They just do it themselves.
Ah, lovely job. Not sure why the Iridium 238 space modulator runs through the ballroom, but it does, and it's burned out. Fix it! Move! Pull your pants up, man!
No. Final Fantasy XIV does not have scaling. What it does in the dungeons is it scales you to wherever the dungeon is. So if it's a level 10 dungeon, it scales you back to level 10. But, like, outside, no, things retain the levels. So if you go outside the city, all the shit is massively weak if you're max level. So, no, 14 doesn't have a worldwide scaling. It just has a little local area of dungeons. So, 14 did better in my opinion. But yeah, I don't think it was a good idea to do the whole world. Yeah.
Everything is running. Good work. You're up to full speed ahead. Excellent. But we're not quite done yet. Excrement. That's a lot of wordage.
But yeah, they should have totally made They should have totally made the outside world non-scale. Like, it's just annoying to go the old areas at this point because I've done tons of quests. Final Fantasy XIV is crossplay because it all uses the same syllables, all region, everything. You can play with whoever you want as long as you're on the same syllable. They introduced it a kind of cross syllable thing now. You have to be on the mega syllable, the same mega syllable, but now you can do certain things with people on the same mega syllable. But yes, PC and PS4, and if they ever do an Xbox One version, which, to be honest, considering how much shit you can crossplay on Xbox, I don't know why they haven't. Because, I mean, for a long time, Square Enix said they were, but they wanted to, but Microsoft still had its retarded rule from the 360 era still, where they wouldn't allow crossplay, which is why the 14 didn't get to be on the Xbox One. And then, of course, after, you know, the whole massive failure of the fucking thing, and they'll like, oh yeah, we'll totally do crossplay. That as any desperate measure to give it any selling point. But I don't know if Square Enix just decided they didn't care to do it now, or I don't know. Nice shot. Well, you should play some again then. Sign on up. Lots of shit to still do in 14 too. I was going to do some 14 streaming too this week, but you know, you had E3 and had a few things come up during the week too, so a little mixture of real life and E3 shit. So hopefully next week we'll actually do some side stuff now that E3's done with. Oh yeah, if you got a tank and heal, usually you'll find a party fast. I don't ever like tanking. I have yet to find an MMO I like being a tank in. Closest thing I ever did was solo as a druid in old Blades in World of Warcraft, which I don't count. No, other gun.
Just keep killing. I'll open up the pod when you're done. Ooh, splash of blood. I love it.
Eat nails. Ow, ow, my face! Oh, finally, he's dead. They're off you. Oh, deal. Ah, fuck off. I did not know you could do that.
That party's over, lads. Get ready for the next one. It's coming.
But yeah, I liked it healing and I liked healing in WoW. It's okay in 14. It's boring in 11. I liked the damage dealing in 11 and 14. I did not. Well, I mean, I obviously didn't really have a problem with it personally. What I guess I should say is that Wade standards or the Waders didn't like my output, so I never really got into being a main damage dealer and Wades and dungeons and yeah, I haven't heard much about that. After the last controversy and they finally decided to break in and stop telling, yeah, you don't know what you really want, man. You can. They actually programmed where you can play the piano. I don't know if it'll be interesting though.
I need you in the atrium to flush the water reserves into the steam boiler. When you get to the atrium, pull the big lever. It will flush the water, but will take some time to reset. Safety protocols will disable it if any Zeds are in the basin. So stay alert. Remember, stay alert. Good luck. Back to the atrium. The battle's in there, lads. Just follow the blood.
Yeah, that was stupid. You don't tell your customers what. You do not tell your customers what they want. It's a terrible idea. You should never fucking do it.
Concentrating your firepower secures victory. Not running around like headless chickens. Quick, pull the lever before more Zeds get in the way. Our pipes are clear. Pull the lever, lads.
My aim is
Secure the atrium! Yes, water the plants as you go by. This is no time for sightseeing! Time to flush! Fantastic! That's all the water we need! Shut it off now! Yes, well played! You're nearly done with this lot. Well done for a man with one hand.
strength to strength.
Move it, lads! The pot's open and time is running out!
Whew.
Ah, the team that slays together stays together, huh? Good, huh? Nothing.
No. Here's the quote, Carter. Here's the quote.
Right, these are jokes, lads. They don't get much better than
If you
this.
don't like it, look for it in the GameStop dumpster. Talking about the woman on the cover. Oh. I don't really have a problem with a woman being on there. The thing I find weird is that she has a prosthetic arm in a time period. What was this World War II again, or what war does it take place in? My understanding it took place in a past war where this kind of prosthetic arm thing shouldn't even exist on her. Thought that was one of those cell things.
We all still live.
But like, I mean, the whole thing about being a woman, yeah, I mean, you didn't usually have that many women on the front line in older wars, but they weren't necessarily non-existent either. But yeah, the prosthetic arm, it's kind of like, what? I think someone said there was an African American on the Nazi side in the storyline or some shit. I'm not quite sure about African American presence during Nazi wars. I'm pretty sure it was set in World War II, right? Woo, there was a lot of shit. sure it said it was set during World War II. So yeah, a giant prosthetic arm. A little weird for World War II era. Mostly, I'm getting a kick out. Two things I'm getting a kick out of are, so Will Wheaton, the traitor to Nord cultures, in his little group of SJWs, are apparently under heat of possibly being sexual harassers and abusers of women. Which is just hilarious watching his former quote-unquote allies all at their throats now. Nothing funnier than watching SJWs all go after each other. It's always funny. No more codes or care for friends. It's just throw them all under the bus the second any accusations, even if there's no proof of it.
Just keep killing. I'll open up the pod when you're...
Then the other thing that's being amusing is, did you watch the Sony press conference? Did you see the thing with the dude playing the strange Japanese flute thing? So I don't remember what that thing's called. I'm not familiar with it. And a lot of SJWs lost their mind because they're like, why isn't an Asian guy doing this? This is cultural appropriation. And interestingly, I did not realize this at the time of the conference. I did not like it, not because cultural appropriation. I didn't like it. I was just like, okay, it's a flute thingy. Not my cup of tea when it comes to music, but apparently he is like one of the top world masters of playing that flute. Now, I wasn't a fan of the flute or banjo things. I thought they were kind of stupid, but I mean, I'm not here telling people that fucking can't do it though. But yeah, the guy playing the flute was apparently a world master in playing that instrument. So it's like he has a whole wiki page, YouTube channel and shit. Like he's not some random fucker they got off the street. He is one of the top class people who plays the instrument. So it was kind of hilarious just watching them all look like idiots. And then when Japanese people tell them, like, there's one Japanese person that was in a thread on Twitter with some other Japanese people that know how to speak English. I had to use Google Translate, but the Google Translate said, why can't some people in the West just like our culture? And I'm just like, you can't fix stupid people, sadly. See, that's what you do, the Asian culture when you do this shit, you stupid social justice warriors. You make them feel like you hate their fucking culture. Just, I don't know about other people. I love Asian culture. So, social justice warriors can be triggered all they want. You know, it's actually interesting watching Japanese people talk about SJW culture. I don't think I've ever heard a single Japanese person actually speak positive about, oh no, that is a flesh pounder and that is not good. I don't need shit behind me. I do not have time to properly aim while he is coming after me. Oh shit, another one. No deal. Oh, I can't fucking. Too much fucking shit everywhere.
There, but don't get caught.
Thank you. Man, I used all that.
I reload.
But yeah, it's just a mess on Twitter with social justice warriors. Will Wheaton and his crew are being like demolished on Twitter and shit. I wish I wasn't blocked by Will Wheaton. I'm very interested to see, because the only thing I can always see people's screenshots of the shit he's tweeting.
No point in saving, ladies and gents. The fat lady is singing.
So it's just hilarious to see him get his comeuppance after being a huge racist and shit.
He was a scrake. Oh, fine job then. Fine, yes. No time for skimping, lads. Invest in some protective garments, like a metal cod piece.
Riches for all who desire it.
That did the trick.
The very crown throws gold. Riches for all who desire it. The very crown throws gold.
And what I also find interesting, there was another Japanese person in that thread that I actually follow who does speak English, that went on, why does Western people think this is racist when the company's owned by Japanese people and they are here and they've had to have proved this? It's like, Japanese company has this event of this guy playing this flute thing, and he's not Asian. Is it cultural appropriation?
You know what they look
Huh.
like. They're bleeding already.
I'm back, and I've got some new tricks.
Some things don't change.
I see nothing. Think running away will save you? Maybe I'll kill you.
I just saw him at the last second now. Oh no! I want to get behind him because he's... Oh, he went another way. I would have figured he was going to run away from the people. Close the door, somebody. Oh, come on, he's almost dead. Yeah! He didn't even get to heal once. Nice. Help! Mayday! Those zombies on this airship! Somebody in the ether has to be down now. See, Enforcer like it usually do. Oh, I got the most giant Zids. I'm not sure if I showed off Krampus's layout before. What is that, a quote from Anita Sarkeesian? I heard Anita Sarkeesian made some video talking about how, again, E3 was terrible and all kinds of stupid shit like that. Oh, your opinion? Yeah, that the Last of Us. The Last of Us was kind of weird. I mean, I don't have a problem with lesbian characters, but I kind of felt like they made her a lesbian, and like you don't know. As far as I know, there's nothing in the main game that hints that. That's just totally well. Everyone's leaving now, so why not take this opportunity? Because I've been trying to do this one endless. There's a special map that's only in endless. It's the only fucking trophy I don't have. The dissector. But yeah, then she just got this magical giant lesbian thing in the DLC that takes place before the main game, and it felt forced because he publicly said that Anita Sarkeesian inspired him, and so that makes it feel like he retconned it or some shit. I don't know, it just felt odd, but why not just make a new character so that way it doesn't feel so weird? But yeah, I mean, there was a lot of weird lesbian shit in that trailer there. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. Now, romance sometimes occasionally has to do with zombie things occasionally, but you know, usually romance, especially gay romance, usually ain't the first thing that comes to mind when it comes to zombie apocalypse games. But that's just me. Plus, they didn't show a good amount of gameplay, really. There was very little gameplay of that, too. I still need to play The Last of Us. A lot of people always say it was really good. I think he ran by a cloaked one just a second ago. Ooh, gloves. Gloves. Nice spawn over there. I want those gloves. Well, what would you say was the most exciting thing about E3 for you? There's a few things I'm excited about. It mostly had to do with, well, I want to see those gloves are there. I want to get those gloves.
Not even a scratch. Oh, I'm not impressed. Merely.
Yeah, give me those. Give me those. Damn it! I picked up some.
I'm too encumbered. There's a weapon here.
Never could get my head around
Heavy. God damn it! Oh, I think he. I guess he was looking for them.
The Zeds will be there soon to alleviate your
Hey! Yeah, I didn't even see a thing for Elder Scrolls 6. But, Dying Light 2, I want to see more gameplay. Elder Scrolls, I have mixed reception when it comes to modern Elder Scrolls. Here's a question. What do you think about the whole cyberpunk controversy that's going on? It kind of seems kind of meh to me. I mean, like, I could understand saying, I'd prefer it to be third person, but I find it kind of weird that so many people are, like, losing their mind over it. I need that heal. I need some fucking help here. Yeah. Yeah, personally, I don't think it's super world ending between third person and first person. I usually hardly feel there's that much of a significant difference, really, but that's just me. I don't know. Let's go explore outside if we can get out of here. But yeah, I'm just kind of surprised so many people like losing their mind because it's first person. I'm just like, what? Let's look from above. I never really got to see this place up. But, yeah, I still need to play the virtual games. Man, there's just so many things to play.
You are so dead.
Ah, I got a shitty shotgun.
I'm going to dock you some pay for that miserable performance.
Apparently a lot of people like using those freaking, gloves.
Your funeral, leaving your armor like that.
Which actually...
Oh, yeah.
Pod closing
Well,
soon.
is...
Hurry up so you can die.
Well, all those gloves, actually. Unless, maybe the gloves are a skin. They might be a skin.
Almost. Wave 20.
I am not a fan of the Abomination.
Good, thanks.
I heal it. There it is. Toast. The Abomination's not somebody you usually fight close up. Be honest, staying indoors was probably a super bad idea. Probably would have been way better off going out in that big outdoor open area. Mostly what I'm excited about is a good chunk of what Sony showed. I'm very curious. Now, I know it showed literally no gameplay or anything that really gives an idea of what the hell it is exactly, but I'm very interested in the VR game FromSoft showed off. I'm very interested to see what they do, because they always do really interesting ideas a lot of times, so... I mean, it looks like it's going to be a very story-focused game. So I don't know. It didn't show enough to really get an idea what the hell, but I was also excited for the number of titles that Limited One Games announced that they're going to be releasing. It was interesting they even got an EA Press event. It was also very strangely 90s cringy in this. Yeah, Microsoft was pretty sad. I mean, everything that was interesting at Microsoft was basically going to be multi-plat. When it comes to just their exclusives, they're just, I mean, there's a few I would want to play, but not to buy a $300 console for. Honestly, if I was Microsoft, I would just pay FromSoft a shitload of money to make an exclusive Soul-style game on our console and be like, ah, now we're going to get some of them over here. That's what I would do. But of course, with the new PC and Xbox One thing, exit board? The exit board. Hardy. No, I am a little excited for the Cuphead DLC. I was kind of waiting to see if they would make a physical version of Cuphead, but I think I'm just gonna get the GOG version.
No, that's how you want to play. Let's see how you like the next wave.
Do what? Put them on PC and Xbox One? As far as I understand, they're supposed to be putting everything on the PC and Xbox One simultaneously. Oh, you talking about with, see, cause Sony won't be happy and should have some very little letters in the contract to, what, FromSoft? Sony doesn't own FromSoft. Somebody has a very... There we go. Fixed. Sony does not own FromSoft. FromSoft is actually owned by a Japanese company that deals with a lot of manga. It was a very strange buyout thing, but they also published... They do publish some games. They did the publishing in Japan of the Demon Gaze games and a few of those other games that company has done. Those are under their umbrella in Japan. So, FromSoft's only allegiance to anyone is based on that company. What, you think Sony would just say you can't make games for our platform anymore if they made a game for Microsoft? It doesn't really make sense, because I mean they already have games on Microsoft platforms anyway. I mean, half the fucking Armored Core series is only on fucking Xbox 360. I am in a very bad situation here. I have two fucking mashers on me, and I do not have a gun appropriate for this. Wow, I actually killed them. I'm kinda absolutely fucking shocked. Oh, they're the miniature ones. I must have missed the notification for it being a masher wave of it. A meat basher. Actually, I'm most surprised that Bandai Namco ain't gonna be making much more use of FromSoft, it seems. I'm really curious to know who actually owns Dark Souls, though. Does Bandai or does FromSoft still own all rights to it? Because the buyout for FarmSoft happened. I don't know. I think it was like, oh my goodness, I'm in a bad position. Because I think it happened after Dark Souls 2. So, you know, it was already a thing with Namco, so I don't know if Namco secured ownership of it at all or were just simply publishing it. So I am kind of curious. Because you do gotta know all the Dark Souls games were always published by Bandai Namco. In Japan it is. I don't know. And that person's quite. Oh, they're trapped. They're getting trapped. Oh, there they go. The one that's like Tenchu, I think it said it was just a premiere. I don't think that one's exclusive. The VR game's most likely going to be exclusive though. But I don't think they'll weird. It looked like the Samurai game looked like it was basically Tenchu and Souls merged together. When I first saw it, I was like, oh my goodness, it's a fucking Tenchu game. And then it wasn't called Tenchu. And I was just like, wait, what?
Spend your dosh and shut up. Getting killed by a Scrake is only mostly pathetic. It does have a chainsaw after all. The trader pod design is not terrible. Horzine did okay with this.
Tasteless displays of wealth, anyone?
Ooh. How much?
Seen my money carpet?
I overflow with riches. The snows of her.
Keep using the pod. I'll see if I can get your fingers stuck in it.
Let's see. Ooh, I know. What's that one? Give me that.
Last call for guns and bullets.
The hell, I want this. This sucker was real good, so I'll try it again.
Let's see.
But yeah, I'm just really curious in the VR thing.
Try this one out.
Bobblehead Zeds? What? Oh my fucking goodness, what in the hell? What in the fucking hell is this shit? When did old fucking Genesis game cheats invade the... Oh my goodness, look at that fucker's head. What in the hell? All these terrifying abominations. What in the hell is all this? Oh no, that's a fucking flesh pounder! Oh my goodness. No, no, ah! The fuck? No. Oh no, more flesh pounders. No, no. Oh no. Die, 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 die. Oh my goodness. No, no, I don't want to be close to that. Oh no, oh no. Oh my goodness. Doesn't let you go out of bounds over here. Oh wow. Oh, look at all the chainsaw bastards. Look at that freaking nightmare fuel. Still living. Yeah, I think the time's about up. The holding in.
Go to the pod. Buy things.
Dang.
Not that it will matter. You'll still die. Having some sort of most dead contest. You're winning.
Always makes me homesick.
Sweet, I'm winning the die the most contest. Sweet.
Anyone need a weapon?
I am
I don't know why I gave you money. Spend it, or whatever.
How's the gang doing?
The Zeds will be there soon to alleviate your suffering.
Yep, because I am totally suffering, man.
The trader pod design is not terrible. Horzine did okay with this.
This is how you enter a blizzard. You bring a sword to a snowball fight.
Didn't want you to get bored, so I made something special for you.
Boom all. What, are we gonna have fat dudes from Left 4 Dead 2? What the fuck? They all explode! Oh my goodness. Oh, and it hurts. Oh no. They just explode. Go, get away. What the hell? Oh dear. How the fuck are you supposed to fight this shit? You're supposed to fight shit that's literally suicide bombers. How are you supposed to fight chainsaw suicide bombers? Oh no! How are you supposed to fucking fight that? They're all close range fucking mobs, and the chainsaw guys and the meat flesh pounders can fucking one up at you. Good lord. Well, there's only 2 left. I think this is the end. There's 125 of them. I think they're pretty screwed. I think they're pretty screwed. Let's see if they can make it. 125 suicide bombers. 14 health. 16. I think I like some kind of Ouija thing. They have a sword and... Yeah, this squid. I mean, they're up against suicide bombers, and now they're trapped. They got stuck between. Oh. Oh my goodness. I can't believe they're actually trying to actually do this. I guess they made the flesh pounders ones not hurt as much. Good lord. Oh, while we're watching this person desperately survive against over 100 zombies, did you hear about the whole thing with Fortnite's controversy that happened with the Switch? Well, it's with Sony, but it involves the Switch. So apparently, and this apparently always existed with the Xbox One, but apparently, and this goes to show you how many more people own PS4s and Switches versus Xbox and PS4. But apparently, if you take your account to the Switch or the Xbox and then go back to PS4, you'll actually be locked out of playing Fortnite on PS4 on that account. So apparently a lot of PS4 users will, and I wouldn't blame them. I mean, it's like, hey, I can go on the Switch, play on the toilet, or you know, be outside and hang out with people while playing Fortnite, some shit like that. And then I can go home, play Fortnite on the PS4. It's like, nope. Yeah, that's kind of horseshit. I'm glad I didn't. I wasn't interested in even trying Fortnite on the Switch. I'm glad I didn't do that. I can't believe this person has survived this long. This is a miracle. This person's alive. Huh. But yeah, Sony won't not only just not let you cross-play with other consoles, it will lock your fucking account if you interacted with them with your account. That's horseshit. Could you imagine if you bought PvE on, like, what happens if you bought PvE on the PS4 and then you went to play the Battle Royale on Switch and then you came back and you're fucking locked out of playing the fucking game? What kind of horse shit is that? You know, and I wouldn't be surprised that if somebody actually considers suing over this, because I've seen people sue about stupid shit in video games. This is an interesting thing of. It's an interesting scenario that I wonder if there is actual claim you can throw out there that Sony could get fucked over about. I don't know. And wow. Is this person actually going to do this? Apparently Berserker is the fucking way to go in this. Like, they have some slow regen thing and they're healing on top of it. They better be careful though. They keep getting low though. By the way, man, did Carter tell you that tomorrow we're gonna do a video talking about E3 stuff? Would you be interested in joining for that? I'm trying to get people who'd be interested in doing that. Tried to ask Lumina, but she never really replied. Okay. I might ask Dan if he's interested. And I was gonna ask Dennis if he'd be interested. I can't believe this person's actually doing this. Wow, that almost killed them. I'm going to laugh so hard if this person actually makes this. Well, they got all the hard shit out of the way. I mean, if they were able to kill a bunch of flesh pounders and chainsaw wielders, this shit should be nothing at this point. But then again, the multiple of them blowing up on all. Yeah, they must. The explosion from the chainsaw and flesh pounders must do a lot less damage. So that's kind of actually nice to actually balance that. Well, they made the weaker ones have more damaging explosions, but obviously they're easier to kill at range. Why are we voting the kick? Why are they voting to kick someone who's succeeding? That's stupid. That's as stupid as this talk show. There was a talk show, not to get political, but there was this talk show that made a poll, and it said, basically, do you wish that we were going to go to war with North Korea instead of having the chance of peace? Because it would mean that Trump would get some credit for it. And people, apparently the people who voted on this, 72 people voted that yes, they would rather to go on the war with North Korea instead of giving any credit to Trump if they went to peace with them. I'm like, what are you, fucking stupid? That's like saying like, hey, that axe mortal that was gonna chop your legs off and Donald Trump shot him for you, saving your legs. Do you regret that? And it's like, yeah, I would have rather had my legs chopped off. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with people? I mean, if Anita Sarkeesian fucking made peace with North Korea, even if I don't like her, I'm gonna be like, cool, peace with North Korea. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, I don't care who the fuck would make peace with North Korea. If you made peace, whether you were a douchebag or not, that'd be like cool beans. They've made worldwide peace with North Korea. Like, I just don't get... Why would you weather for a worse scenario? Just... How could you hate someone that much that you'd rather risk thousands of people's lives? That just fucking dumbfounds me. Am I the only one that feels like that? Because I'm just like, what the hell? I can't believe this person's actually doing this. They came pretty close to dying, though. Wonder what the highest wave anyone ever got to is. I might want to walk on my bazooka. They did some weird stuff in this Endless. I find it very interesting what's happening with North Korea, though. North Korea did tons of crap that had never done. I mean, as far as anyone's aware, if I remember correctly, Kim Jong-un's never even left North Korea before, as far as the public is aware of. So that was monumentally big. He went and shook hands with the South Korean president. He met with the he met with the U.S. president. Like this is like unfounded crap. No one's seen this kind of shit before, man. Honestly, when it comes to that, like, as far as I understand right now, President Trump has actually invited Kim Jong-un to visit the U.S. And to be honest, not that I would blame him for being worried about coming over, but I'd have to say if Kim Jong-un actually took that and did that, I think I would actually believe he's actually interested in peace. Because I have to say, it takes some balls to go to a country that's basically wanted you dead for like forever.
No one stops crying, okay?
Like, I'd have to actually take his consideration of that very serious if he actually took his offer and came to America. Because, I mean, obviously they're not going to let him come with, like, guns and shit. Ten enemies left. Honestly, if they die at this point, it's going to be sad. Oh no, they're trapped. Oh